People know us now. People know what to expect. Now we gotta take it to another level.
Look, city till I die, say hi to the bad fella. Hella smooth with the flow, so grab your umbrella. Yeah, we make it rain, bring the pain, things are changing. Power rankings take a spanking, got them rearranging. They said Denise are all stars till we deboed all y'all. Ball of fist and brawl y'all, yeah, we pissed off all y'all. And we thin, but still winning. Grinning at the top, got up under heads.
That does happen.
It
I can
does.
speak from experience.
Same.
Everyone's gonna want to know what though. That's
Wow.
That's
Just
Too
missed
bad.
out on it. So,
what a teaser! What a teaser!
Well, we were just
if
talking.
you know,
about,
you know.
We were talking about pooping our pants.
Maybe.
That didn't go over well.
Or maybe not.
That threw me off just for a moment.
That's been a
Well, I
theme
had to
lately.
think about it, make sure it wasn't true.
Been a lot of news somebody pooping their pants lately.
Indeed.
Welcome to the 451
Wow.
podcast.
We're
Welcome to the
off to a great
451
start.
podcast. Yeah, this is
episode.
the 200th episode. I can't think of a better way to
200,
start.
baby.
We were gonna have decorations, and
I made this sign.
I know, it's not very nice.
Well, there we
Please
go.
see the sign behind Jam.
There's our decorations. This is why
that's
there's
went
a
all out.
podcast.
No extravagance was too much.
Yeah, this is also the
Historic episode.
The name of the episode. Adam's just jotting that down. I can see.
I appreciate you guys flying me back for this one.
Oh,
Yeah, we have a familiar face.
That was
that
was the whole entertainment
I
budget.
was gonna ask, why does Dennis look like Rod?
Things get weird when you become American, people.
Well, yeah, and he doesn't have that Irish accent anymore.
He's assimilated.
I can try, but it's pretty bad.
Welcome back, Rod. Oh my goodness.
Great to see you, Rod. Yeah, where are you at? Are you in
Fantastic.
Michigan? I feel like you're between Michigan and California a lot these days.
Yeah, I've been here a couple of days, but no, I'm mostly here now. Yep. Last year it was a lot of back and forth. I just went last week.
Oh, maybe I just seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, I went last week to see the Pistons.
Ooh,
Somebody
this is on
invited me
fire.
to see the Pistons Warriors, so I said, "You sent me."
And for the first time in a long time, it's worth doing that.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
I still forget that we're whooping ass. Like sometimes, like, oh yeah, that's right.
You know,
we're pretty
it
dope.
was a long time where we weren't. So
Been a long wait.
People were very welcoming to me in my Pistons hoodie there, but I went in the bar. Actually, Michigan was playing Michigan State right before the game, so there were a lot of Michigan folks in there. So it was a really fun experience.
Nice.
Nice.
We're gonna start off. We're gonna just jump into the deep end. The heavy hitting topics. Read through this in there, I think as a joke, but I took it very seriously. So the first item on the agenda is hamburgers, and we're just gonna take a minute and go over. If you could construct your perfect hamburger, what would it consist of? You can go into as much detail as you want, or as little.
Okay.
Type of bun, condiments.
This is easy.
However you feel led to think about this. So
This is the easiest question anybody.
all right, then we're going with Jam. She's already knows.
This is also why. Is this why I'm always like the first person to order in the restaurant? Everyone's like, I don't know if we're ready yet. All right, I'm ready. The
Bring it.
perfect burger. We'll go outside in, I guess. Brioche bun,
Yep.
because I don't like seeds getting in my cleaves. It's a problem. No seeds.
there's
Brioche
mark
bun.
that down as the title.
Yeah.
Problem for me too.
Put it in there.
Seeds in the cleaves. Seeds in the cleaves. Jan don't like no seeds in the cleaves.
Burger needs to be medium rare.
Ooh.
And I could go either way, either on like a thicker patty or like two crispy edge, like smash patties. Either
yeah.
is fine.
Okay.
Cheddar cheese. good dill pickles, not the soggy shelf kind, but the refrigerated kind. Peanut butter on their bun.
Wait a minute.
And pepper bacon.
Okay, this is actually, I think,
We're
the
gonna
first
have
I've
to,
ever
like,
heard of.
Take a breath
Amy,
here.
you're the host.
Yeah.
You can kick her out right now. You have the
I mean, I don't want to
it
do that.
Sounds like I'm fucking with you.
I don't want to kick her out because I want to know how this peanut butter on a burger started, because I've actually never heard of this.
Like, there's restaurants that do it, but the first place I had it, there was this joint back home called the Welcome Diner that used to do it. This couple converted like this little tiny diner building with just a counter set up, and then they did like picnic tables outside. But they did this peanut butter burger.
Wow.
And the combination of like the peanut butter that's sweet and salty, and the bacon, and the pickle. Like, I know it sounds weird. Like, we went to a place and we're like, what the fuck is this? But also, you have to try it.
I wonder if that's on the secret menu at In-N-Out Burger. I'm not sure.
Oh, I wish it was. I would
Any
fuck with
restaurant in this area that would serve that would charge $35 for it. So
I've seen a couple places around here that do a burger with peanut butter on it.
All right.
And it's really good. Like, I will stand by this. Like, medium rare burger, peanut butter, refrigerator dill pickles, bacon, cheddar cheese. Done. That's all I need.
Did you discover this down there in the desert?
a vision quest.
Yes. I was on a vision quest.
By the Joshua Tree.
Yeah. Were there some other things involved before you ate this burger?
Oh, that's a very legitimate question.
Not every time. Like, just trust me on that. Have I ever led anybody astray? I have questionable opinions, but I'm not often wrong.
That's a very legitimate point.
Yeah.
All right, if anyone can top a peanut butter burger, I feel like it's gonna be Adam.
Good luck.
No, absolutely not. I'm not going to put peanut butter on my burger. Are you crazy? Sorry, Jim.
I'm not personally offended. It's okay.
I mean, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't.
Oh, do you do like the bean burgers or whatever?
They're fine.
Two pieces
They're
of
not
bread
bad.
with nothing in between.
Yes, I do. It's just 2 pieces of bread, nothing in between it. You ever see Hook, the movie Hook?
Yeah.
Remember when they were imagining, like when they're eating,
yes.
like that's what I do when I go to a restaurant. I imagine I'm eating a burger. No, no, I like those Impossible burgers are really good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Those are really good.
Yeah, they are.
So I'll go with one of those on a let's say a pretzel bun.
Ooh, I like that.
Monterey Jack cheese, jam. You probably know that bacon that they sell at Fresh Time. It's like really thick.
That thick cut pepper bacon?
Yeah, it's the fake bacon. That's really good. Throw some of that on there. Lettuce, tomato, jalapeno, and avocado with like a chipotle ranch.
Oof.
And
I
that's
like
it.
spicy Adam.
Sounds good. Sounds delicious.
And then we got to go with some fries too.
Oh no, not the fries. This is
I'm
gonna get
go with
controversial.
Very
I
controversial.
mean, it's either going to be a curly fry or a waffle
crinkle fry.
Not a crinkle fry.
Now I'm
That's-
offended.
That's typical coming from somebody that puts peanut butter though on their burger.
This motherfucker.
That pause.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, thank you for your contribution.
Very nice.
Rod, what's your
Episode
go-to
200,
burger?
Adam's last.
My go-to burger. I'm gonna have to go with the brioche bun too. Medium, cooked medium, Wagyu beef, but only if someone else is buying.
Yes,
Right,
correct.
so
Lettuce, tomato, some onions. I know that everybody's not an onion person.
Raw or caramelized?
Ooh. Is animal style caramelized?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's caramelized. Yeah, because I always order those that way. And then a little bit of ketchup on it. My lettuce. And that's about it. Yeah, I'm pretty basic when it comes to cheddar cheese. I have to have cheddar.
Yeah.
Have to. Everything's better with cheddar if you didn't know. Not sure about peanut butter, but everything's better with cheddar.
Let's see. We're just going around the screen. Red.
Well, I could see myself having some peanut butter on my burger when I was pregnant. Outside of that,
This is not an announcement. I am not pregnant ever.
right? No, but when I'm not pregnant and not eating peanut butter hamburgers,
What is not pregnant?
so, right? I'll say I'm pretty simple in that I want a sesame seed bun with some cheese, some cheddar cheese.
So you're okay with seeds in the cleavage then, Red?
Yeah. I don't mind that. Yeah, that especially if I'm on a date, that's a good pickup line for later in the night.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I have a
love that.
snack.
You
Just
want
say, can you
some
help?
cle-
Can you help me remove these?
It's not like a first date game, but okay.
Seeds
You wanna-
all over the thing.
You want to play the cleavage seed game?
That's
Um,
something very
Oh,
different where I
Lordy.
come from.
Edit that out, please.
Good boy.
Yeah. That can be interpreted differently if you want to put seeds on people's cleavage. But anyway, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, mayo, and ketchup. So I like a basic Whopper is what I like. I like a Whopper, making that. It's either that or 90 middle belt, pick up a Bates burger with everything on it. A good little slider. I like my
I
Bates
think a
burgers.
Whopper's a little underrated, honestly. I think
I do
Whopper.
too.
For real.
I still love a good Whopper and a good Big Mac. Basic.
Yeah,
remember
like
when
if I'm not in a state that has In and Out, like a Whopper would be my go-to fast food burger for sure.
Sure.
Are those really flame broiled?
I
I think
mean,
they are.
you know what? I
Really?
think they are because if you notice, every time you
Oh.
drive by a Burger King, it actually smells like they're cooking burgers.
Well, when I
Maybe.
work-
I just.
When I worked at Burger King, it wasn't, but that was back in 1996.
But that was at the peak of their flame broiled advertising campaign.
I don't
just
think you
remember-
really worked at a real Burger King. It's Burger King.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
need
the
some
guy
references.
said it was a Burger King. He said he had franchise rights. I don't know why it was in his basement.
Did he was he handing out the crowns? Because that's really
It was actually called Meat Prince.
He said, "You want to
Very-
boil some
very
meat in my
popular
basement,
joint.
boy?"
All right, Alan. Let's
Okay.
have it.
just gonna be
Okay.
Classic Alan.
So if we're talking hamburgers, I've had all kinds. So, they're all good. But if I'm fixing it at home for myself, I want to go classic style, original style. The Hamburg steak from New Haven, Connecticut, 1900. The Lewis Diner. Toasted bread, beef patty, cheese. That's it.
I have a feeling that
okay.
Alan's might be a little bit of a burger snob. Just the way that he kind of came into this, like when he was talking
I knew-
about like
I knew what I wanted.
I think he's judgy when he goes into a restaurant and they don't serve a good burger.
I appreciate that about him.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying like people at like restaurants around the area are probably like, oh shit, is that Alan?
The man with uncompromised standards,
He
right?
makes a face whenever I
Yes.
serve his burger.
They're like,
Like, really?
Burger Boy
Really?
came in again.
Okay.
Burger Boy's
Okay. Yeah. So that's
Jaime,
it.
what's your dream burger?
Jaime likes a good steamed ham.
So there are some common elements. I do like I coincide with Rod. I like my burger medium, cheddar, bacon, lettuce, and tomato. But I also like a little bit of barbecue sauce on like a burger. And I'm not really a condiments kind of guy typically, but I do like a barbecue burger. So. I've got a feeling this is Dennis.
Yeah.
Just joining the.
Well, you heard we were talking about hamburger sandwiches, and
You know
had to
what,
get in
though?
on that.
I will say, to
Anything
not
to
really
not
Dennis's
discuss
credit,
Detroit
but
City.
to the credit of the Irish people, one of the best burgers I have ever had was my last night, the last time I was in Ireland,
Wow.
at my random airport hotel, which to me says, like, it's definitely about the quality of the beef that I got. Like, I got a random close airport hotel, so I don't have to fuck around the next morning. Ordered room service, a big ass cider, and a fucking cheeseburger. And, like, it was top 10 burgers of my life.
Wow.
McDonald's burgers in Ireland are like a different experience than
Yeah,
McDonald's
see, and
burgers
this
here.
wasn't
So
like
it's
McDonald's.
definitely
it was
the
just like hotel restaurant burger, but like, holy fuck.
It's because in
I'm
the
agreeing with you
EU they
about
have
the beef.
standards.
Yeah, that's-
Legit, it was like, I was so shocked. I thought I was just gonna get some garbage burger,
Yeah.
and it was incredible.
So you're basically you're getting real meat instead of like cow dicks or something.
Yeah, so shout out to Ireland for giving me real meat.
I don't think cows have dicks, Alan, which
All
is why
right.
they're
Well,
cows.
it's complicated. Yeah, right.
Ooh, that's a legitimate point.
Well, since you arrived in time.
Point.
Yeah. Any other interesting Irish burger traditions, Dennis? Or
Burger traditions. The best burger I've ever had is in Ireland. It's in a well, they're kind of a chain now. They didn't used to be, called Bunsen Burger. And their whole shtick is that their menu's on a business card. Like, you can get one or two patties, cheese or no cheese, maybe onion, I don't know, and then one of 3 types of fries. But yeah, I've never had a bad burger there. It's
That's the way to go.
If I'm having
You
a burger,
do one
when I'm
thing
at
and
home,
we
that's
do
where
it
we're
well.
going.
Yeah.
Just like the 451 podcast.
Damn. Award-winning 451 podcast.
That's right. That's right.
Award winning. Who gave us an award?
We gave ourselves an award. Don't you remember that
We
Allen
did,
Award?
it
Sorry.
was self-awarded.
Who
That's right.
the fuck gave us an award?
You did.
We did.
Actually, you might have given it out. Alan.
The Academy technically voted, but I think
Okay,
you did
yes, the
present it
Academy.
to us, Alan. Very graciously and humbly, I might add. All right. This is the 200th episode. We do want to take a little stroll down memory lane. I'll just throw out. Maybe I'll start with Red as the founder of this monumental establishment. But like anyone can jump in. Maybe a favorite episode or a favorite moment or an anecdote or tidbit, a behind the scenes
Yeah.
something that has transpired over the last 25 years that this podcast has been going on.
Since this sentence began.
Yeah, exactly.
A few things come to mind from me. One I really, really enjoyed. I'd love to get back to doing it maybe one day. We'll see. In the early years, we say the early years, and we're talking, I don't even know how many years now. March. Isn't the anniversary is sometime in March? I have to double check that. I want to say it's almost like 7 years or something like that. it was 2019.
Sounds about right.
I think it was just before the pandemic. Yeah, because it was resurrected during the pandemic. Was at one point in time doing the commercials in between the different segments, and so there was a couple of commercials. Like I was like, "Have you ever wanted to kill a league? You know, like." Join us here at the New York Cosmos. You know, it was like, you know, shit like that. Like those, like, I didn't care if anybody listened to those. Like, I just listened to them like all night in my bed, cracking up at my own shit. That was fun. Interview wise, I always think that the interview with, I think there's been a lot of pretty cool interviews with supporters and players and staff and front office. But I think that the one that sticks out the most to me that was special was, there's a few, but in particular is the interview with Sean Mann during the pandemic. Because of the weight of what was going on and its impact on the club, like I just always remember that because it always reminds me of our conversation and like the reality of what the club was facing at that time. It was on the verge of folding, right? If there weren't some significant sacrifices being made during that time. So that just, to me, is a special time in my heart. And then I think overall, my favorite episode was probably, and I don't know what number episode it was, but it really was when
I joined the podcast.
Well, I mean, I wish you were in this episode. Unfortunately, you weren't because you were on that scrubby ass WNGS podcast back in the day. I think during the same time. No, Jam is podcast legend across a few different ones. No, but
podcast
really
royalty.
I just get fired.
We don't subscribe to the royalty in this podcast.
Not royalty. I'll think of another word.
I think
legend.
I don't know if there's a specific episode, but just the process of gathering this crew right here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, over the years, as people, you know, like, I remember having early convos with Alan and early convos with Rod, you know, and then Jaime, and then Dennis, and then Garrett, and then Adam, and then y'all brought Jam on. You know, at one point in time, we had, you know, some other people on here that have come and gone, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, man. I think it was really special for me to see like a whole crew be compiled in general, you know, just because I think that it spoke to the dedication of supporters in a different way, and it was everybody who in some way, shape, or form had already been doing a lot of really cool stuff for the club and sacrificial stuff, blood, sweat, and tears in all different ways. And so it was really cool to see folks coming on here. I mean, for example, like Alan's been around forever, you know what I mean? And seeing Alan, like in his own way, like come into his own on this show. I remember when I had originally had a convo with Alan about me and him just doing a duo program, and you know, and Alan's like, nah, son. and you know, and so it was cool. And then, you know, I just remember a lot of those little points. Obviously, you know, everybody on here, as you came on here, added another dimension to it. I think Adam was a big add in terms of like how he elevated this podcast with the stuff that he does behind the scenes. So yeah, you know, those are the things that stand out the most to me. Man, there's probably a lot of fun moments that I don't even. Jaime Wine Drunk episode, that was fun.
Just one?
Yeah. Which one?
The original Jaime Wine Drunk in the, what do we call it? In the something. There was one episode where he really went in on them bottles. There's a couple that I did too. So.
I can't remember that. I mean, I can't remember that one very much, but I feel like it might have even just been like me and Garrett on there for like an hour, just like. I remember I discovered that Luke Perry had died. Like I had no idea, and like Garrett told me, and I just like my mind actually exploded on live on the podcast.
I mean, wine drunk Jaime and wine drunk Jamie are like together.
Yeah, there's a special
at all
connection.
times.
There you go.
Another good one was when after Dennis got his citizenship and then he came on to host the meeting, he was wearing a suit and everything, or like a tie and everything.
The smartest that anyone's ever looked on this podcast, that's for sure.
And he just laid the hammer down. He was like, it was pretty funny. There's just a
He
lot
made
of
us say the
them.
Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
He made us
quiz.
sign contracts to join a future AO.
U.S.
champion.
history. Yeah.
That's where you're gonna lose it.
And anyone else? Any special memories?
Honestly, like, though his conversational skills are questionable at best, I loved the Red's interviews back in the day. Like,
Top notch.
you
Yeah.
are a great fucking interviewer, my dude.
Thank you.
Like, you're no Matt Sheldon, but you're close. And, like, I loved when you would do interview episodes. Like, and this is going to make me sound like a dick, but we all know who I am. Those were ones where, like, if I knew it was an interview episode, like, I would skip all the rest of the bullshit and just be like, okay, there's a Red interview. Like, I know
Thanks
this
a lot,
is gonna-
Jam.
Sorry. But, like, I always knew, like, those episodes were going to be the best fucking episodes.
Yeah, they were
Because you
Solid,
never
completely
just
solid,
asked,
yeah.
like, the basic standard interview questions. Like, you actually dug into stuff. And, like, those are some of my favorite episodes of this podcast, for sure.
The only thing that always bothered me about those episodes, because I listened to them all the time back then, because I was always analyzing the audio and whatnot. But you know, because of my style of interviewing, I'm always finding points of connection, and so I sometimes told the same stories about my fucking self, and I'm like, the listener's like, all right, shut the fuck up, Red. We know you were 1998 All-State
But, like,
soccer
it works,
player.
though, because you're an interviewer that also, like, shares about yourself and, like, kind of makes it conversational. Like, that's the kind of stuff that gets other people to actually open up and just not answer a standard question with a standard answer.
And that's the point of it, right? To
That's
be
your
vulnerable,
strength.
to open it up. Yeah.
Even if I have to listen to your same life stories 10 times over, you get a good interview.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And then when I joined the podcast, that was the best day for you all ever.
Ever.
That was a good day. That was a really
Often
good
said
day.
that.
Our budget got shot, though.
Yeah, we can't afford to do anything else
That's
now.
right.
But
Yeah, well.
Designated podcaster.
I liked the. I think the most fun I've had on one of these is not this past Christmas episode, but the one prior. That was one of the like I said, it was one of the most unhinged episodes.
Crazy shit, man.
Yeah, I think. I mean, with the backgrounds and everything, because it was, you know, it was like one of our first episodes after learning that Maxie was gone. And,
Yeah.
and it was, I don't know. Like, I invite everybody to go back and listen to that one, because it's just completely off the rails. I mean, you think it was off the rails when we opened up talking about hamburgers. Go back and listen to that one. There's no comparison.
I was not in a good place mentally.
And we all
but you hit it
and
so
then
well.
this one's a little different, but it was, I don't know if I should say it's a 451 spinoff, but some of my favorite episodes, I actually listened to them. I think I listened to like the whole catalog a couple of weeks ago, because if you listen to the whole catalog, it only takes you like 20 or 30 minutes to get through all of them. But the Star Spangled Banner podcast.
Star Spangled Soccer.
Oh, it was a Star Spangled Soccer podcast. Go back. I think it's only on Spotify now. I don't know if it's on Apple. I don't know if it's on Apple Podcasts or anything like that. It's great listening. Great listening.
Oh my god!
It was like one. I think it was the only Michigan Stars podcast, and you know, hearing the stories about
classic
King
material,
George, and you know, just the what was the host's name?
I was trying to remember now.
I think it was like
Blake something, right?
It's like Blake, something Blake, yeah. But
never met
hearing
the guy.
Blake, you know, just go through and talk because it was during the NISA days and getting I think at one time Blake confused. He thought Chattanooga was in Kentucky and not Tennessee.
Wait, Chattanooga's not in Kentucky?
Yeah, I think he thought it was in Kentucky one time, and I think it was like the next episode that he had to go back and correct himself and say that, like, I think that's what happened. But I don't know. Go find it on Spotify though. It's a great podcast. You know, if you want to dive into history of NISA and all things.
Remember when he told his son to get back in his cage? Bo, get back in your cage. Daddy's doing the podcasting.
Well, you've all got your marching orders. You can go do a deep dive on some of the.
Yeah.
Rod,
we'll post the legacy numbers for those, and you can check them out.
Rod, which was the episode you were in California, Rod?
Oh, you're stealing my thunder.
Okay, go. I want you to tell the story because this is a classic story.
I was in California. It was the summertime, and I decided I'm going to do the podcast out by the hot tub. And I had a couple as the old people. So I had a couple pops, as they used to say. and I don't know if I got a text message, but all of a sudden I go, oh man, I gotta go. Stanford's playing LSU, and I've been offered tickets. so I just bailed, right? I think I bailed.
I thought Tammy came and talked to you.
Maybe she did. Maybe she butted in and told me.
I think we heard a little bit of that conversation.
Yeah, I go. I gotta go. Stanford's playing LSU over on campus, which is a couple miles away. So I gotta go check this out. And it turns out, no, Stanford was not playing LSU. Stanford was playing ASU. You guys never let. Did I come back after that or not?
I don't think so.
You did. I think you did. It was like
he came back on the same episode.
You not on that episode. No, he fucking bailed that one. But.
Yeah.
I was too embarrassed to come back, so I just had some more beer and chilled. But you guys never let me forget it.
Oh my gosh, that was too good. Well, and of course at the time we really did think he was going to an LSU basketball game. You know,
I did.
It wasn't only until after the fact that we learned that it wasn't even LSU playing. So
As somebody who went to ASU for a semester, you didn't miss out.
No. Yeah, that was fun. There's so many fun ones, but that one I remember. So.
That was fun.
Alan, Garrett, Dennis, any favorite moments from the?
I have to
esteemed
echo
451?
Adam's choice. The Christmas episode that went badly off the rails was probably it's the one that I can really remember. It's like, wow, that was crazy. But yeah, Red's interviews were solid, and maybe we can, if we ask him nicely, maybe he'll do those again. I'm just saying.
Alan, you've been.
We got blocked. We got blocked by the club once we got all fancy.
Well,
I don't know if anybody's going to talk to us.
That was Mackie moving slow, so Mackie's not moving slow. In that way.
I mean, who knows what's going on now? Because, but yes, that was always interesting. So worth doing again, if we can. Hi, Garrett.
We were supposed to have a celebrity interview on this episode, but
Garrett's
they're playing soccer right now, so
the club shut it down.
We're actually going to have a surprise celebrity pop in.
Oh Lord, is it Blake?
Hey, remember the last time y'all talked something on air about a tease and
You
how
know what,
that
Garrett?
went?
You can get the fuck off this podcast. Straight to hell.
Damn.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to others.
There we go.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
It's kicked off.
Wow, things have changed.
Yeah,
Have
we're
they?
very angry.
Have
But I
they?
haven't.
Have they?
There's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all remember what I thought we were playing Toledo because of the zoo?
No, I don't remember that.
I do.
My
Wait,
God.
tell the story
was-
because I've got a
that
vague
was
recollection of this, but I don't.
really good.
I can't.
So not doing research of our initial PASLW. That was the first season, right? The league that ceased to be after 1 year. Which is actually wild that they were more impressive than Nisa in that regard. But I was randomly looking. I was like, okay, we played this team. And I'm like, oh, Zoo City, Toledo. For some odd reason, I just associated Zoo City with Toledo. On that.
Oh, and they were Kalamazoo though,
Yeah,
right?
it's Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
And I'm actually really, really glad it was Kalamazoo. And Adam, you can remember when we were like, I think we interviewed Bella Sabo after that game. And there were like, it was 11-2 game or whatever it was. And Kalamazoo players were crying after the game and stuff. And I think it's been a couple years. And I think Bella was like, yeah, I'd be crying too if I lost like that. It was just, but yeah,
Then
Zoo
we had-
City. Yeah.
And then we had to let her know too that Garrett thought that Zoo City was from Toledo because
Yeah.
of the Toledo Zoo.
Yeah. I think she had a little bit of sympathy. Also getting Dom, which for an interview,
What a classic! What a classic moment!
that was my bullshit way of avoiding to pay Waza $10 for a fucking
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Um,
Was he wearing
no.
shoes during that interview?
No, and he probably wasn't wearing a fucking shirt either.
Oh,
I've
it was so
never
weird.
actually
Yeah,
wore the-
that was really weird.
he might have
I've never
not
seen him
worn
wear
a-
shoes.
He might have not worn a shirt, but he did wear like a matching blazer pants combo that was like,
Yes, yeah.
it was like a
tracks.
plaid pencil.
He was wearing a shirt. I mean, he was coaching. I mean, you gotta be somewhat presentable when you're when
You
you're
triple
coaching.
parked that cargo.
was really
van,
high,
that's for
though.
sure.
Are there rules
That's for
about
sure.
that? Like you can't show your nipples while you're coaching?
Well, no. The best thing about that too is when he was doing strategy with the collection of players he got from like the clubhouse bar.
stands?
That was the
He was
first time
sitting
we
there-
played.
He was like sitting there like he was using like water bottles, like the Dasani water bottles, like just like he just had them out on the indoor pitch and was like
Moving him
And
around.
here,
moving
yeah.
him around, going over strategy with the
Oh my
with the
God.
team he probably just met.
And they were like looking
20
at him
minutes
like,
before.
what?
Yeah, like who the fuck is this guy?
If anyone ever wants to have a good time, you need to go back and find Dom's Facebook page. He Facebook lived his child's birth.
We have a very different
Lord.
definition of a good time.
What?
Dude loves
What an
IQ
experience.
videos and
Nobody
nunchucks,
wants to
man.
see that. Come on, man.
No, but I mean the what, you probably set his iPad up. It was only focused on him.
So not from
But
the
he's
business
like-
end. Thank you. Not the business
Yeah.
end.
Of course, he's doing all the work. Yeah.
Oh my word! Yeah, it
That
was
is so
uh,
fucking weird.
it was one of the most interesting things I've ever taken in. Has anyone, Dennis? Have you had a say on this?
I think my favorite parts of the podcast are always the ones where I'm not on and tuning in to find out where I might be. Obviously, my favorite one was when I went to Ireland and had to explain to you all how I took a dolphin ride back.
Oh yes. Classic.
with
Classic.
with Fungi, who then mysteriously disappeared. So yeah, I think
fantastic crack was had in that conversation.
yeah,
We think of fungi
Fergie,
many times. Yeah,
fungi.
Fungi.
fungi,
Yeah,
fungi,
yeah,
fungi,
yeah.
Dolphin
fungi.
sounds
Okay.
that
Fungi,
did not come
fungi.
through in that recording.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. No, I'm really bad at like picking out moments of stuff, even when I'm given prior notice. So I don't. I'm sure there's a myriad of rants and raves, probably mostly by Adam, that like I could pick out. But I don't have like a specific one. Just I do love when somebody gets unhinged and just starts yelling into the void, whether it's at the front office or the players or Danny or other supporters groups or whoever it may be.
And if you think this, and if you think recording as well, just the chats are even more hilarious off recording, folks. One leads to another.
You can't tell people that.
That's why I'm not telling. I'm being a tease.
Personal.
There's difference. There's levels. We're building the way up on that.
One thing that used to entertain me was in some of the interviews. So back in the day before we went to like a video format, I used to do a lot of post-production stuff with audio. You remember there would be just random stuff in the background along with the tunnel noise. And I remember when Dennis joined the show, and he was like, maybe, there's a lot going on in the background because there'd be random like goats like, meh, right? But then before all that, like I would literally I'd be listening to the episode after I published it, and I'd be like interviewing Stevie, and all of a sudden you would hear the high horse in the background like randomly. It didn't make any damn sense, right? But it's because I was copying and pasting things into the previous one that I adjusted, and I forgot that I had a high horse like a minute and an hour and a half into the episode, and I forgot to take that out. It'd just be hilarious. I'd be listening, and there'd be a random horse.
What is the high horse doing right now?
Probably getting high.
Probably
judging
went to
someone.
the glue factory or something. Yeah.
Good question.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah.
High horse.
Well,
enjoying the pasture.
There you go. As they should.
We sent him to a farm upstate.
She's in a better place now.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we can talk about some like current events. Who's going to the women's game this weekend? Anyone?
Me.
Yes. Few of us.
We're doing a charity event starting this weekend.
Yeah, could you why don't you lead with that?
I feel like this is the time to just drop that in, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because why not? Because we like raising money for things, and I like having 47 different fucking things going on at once that I need to organize. We have an upcoming home and away series with this new-ish team in Louisville. And so one of their supporters reached out to us, NGS/me, because I'm doing this. And we decided it would be fun to have a little friendly competition, raise a little money for charity. It's what we like to do. So this home and away series is the first, because who knows what's going to happen next year in the league if we'll do it again. But we have now officially the Les Jeux de Fleur competition. We're both cities.
That's French.
And clubs with fleur de lis on our shit, so we decided to go with it. So we totally ripped off Pride Raiser and are doing a pledge per goal fundraiser. The charity that we have selected to donate to this year is Michigan Immigrant Rights Center, because fucking duh.
Yeah.
ICE is terrorizing our country right now, including our friends and neighbors here. And fuck that. So We have on all of our social media right now, there is a link to a Google form. You can go in, select which club you want to donate to. Obviously, DCFC, but if you're feeling extra generous, Louisville supporters chose a charity that is focused on providing clean water to folks that have none. So, still a cause that people in Michigan probably give a shit about. If you
Indeed.
feel like helping them out, because I think right now we have the bulk of the donations so far. Go in, pick your club, put your pledge per goal in there. It'll be for both matches this week and next week here and in Louisville. At the end of it, send them money. It's a quick and easy way to make a donation to somebody. It's fun. Hopefully we score more goals than they do. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go because they have more wins than we do, but we've scored more goals than they have overall.
I mean, Louisville's undefeated. This could be
They're undefeated, and we're
Clash of the
really good at
Titans.
scoring goals.
This was a
But
team
our
we played
women
2
are
years
really
ago, right?
good.
This is going to be a fun one. But yeah, so if you feel like donating a little bit to charity, just join us in that. Hopefully, if we both continue to play each other in this league going forward, we'll make it a yearly thing and maybe throw some kind of fun thing in for the winner, us.
All right.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. I think NGS will also have event-specific buttons for sale at the merch table this weekend. And I think we're going to try to send some down there for anybody who goes out and so that their supporters can also have buttons and donate to their charity. So new thing we're going to try and see how it goes.
Perfect.
Last time I went to
Sounds
the
good.
MGS table at an indoor match, I got sexually harassed by some guy in a Detroit hat.
Did you like it?
We had this turned a opposite downward turn incredibly quick. Like
Oh
a
my
lot of
God,
things
yeah,
that have happened
that's-
over the prior 199 episodes of
Wow.
Ooh, ouch.
Garrett, were you gonna chime in with something? I thought I saw you.
I was gonna say Louisville Triumph. I recall. I feel like our first indoor season we played them at Keyworth, and I think it was
No, we've never played them. This is a whole new team.
It's a whole new Louisville team.
Yeah, this
There
has
was a
nothing
Louisville
to do with
There was
their
a different
existing
one
USL
before.
teams. This is
Oh,
a
it's a different
completely
one. Okay.
separate team.
No, we played a Louisville team though in indoor before.
Yeah, they used to have a team in the old indoor league that we were in that I think was related to Lou City. Like our team is related to DCFC. This is a whole separate team.
But if it's anything similar to a couple of years ago, that was an absolute grind of a match. I think it was like 4-3 or something like that. So I think it'd be 2 entertaining teams. Should be fun to see. Obviously, a great cause for both teams on everything on show, especially at the times that we're in. So see how it goes.
We do have one common opponent so far. So both teams have played Columbus, and I think Louisville beat them like 10-3. We beat them 10-6. So it's on. All right, it's on. So be there Sunday. If you can't be there, get involved
Saturday.
anyways. On
Saturday, hopefully. Yeah.
What did I say?
Sunday.
You said Sunday. However,
Bro,
the away match
the game
at
is on
Louisville
Saturday
next week,
for sure.
the away match at Louisville next week is at like 4 p.m. on Sunday. So weird time.
Which is what I was alluding to in my previous comment.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
I think there's something to be celebrated. It's good to hear that Louisville has a soccer team now.
I thought they did have a soccer team, but they folded after a really embarrassing loss in the playoffs last year.
I
Don't mention that anymore.
Yeah, that's so last year, bud.
It was like a historic loss, like probably the worst loss in the history of the playoffs. I don't know.
We're totally gonna win.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, there's been a few movements on the men's side. They're starting preseason. They had a game today, I think. I don't know if there was any updates. From
there are.
Jacksonville, live from Jacksonville.
I saw the club responded to Mike Turco on Twitter. Did Turco respond back to the club after that?
I don't care about that. There was a tweet and delete of the result. Fuck Mike Turco. There was a tweet and delete of the result, which, you know, if anyone from the club is still listening, like, can we sort that out? Like, because we all saw it. It was up for 10-15 minutes. And then it got deleted.
They had to have taken it down because Carlos Saldana's name was spelled wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why.
They haven't replaced it yet.
There was no tilde over the end.
But
there wasn't an
end at all. They spelled it
the
Carlos
obligatory
Salvana or Saldava.
Every single thing.
It was Carlos Saldava. So we might have a new player.
Saldava.
He's a good player.
However,
the more things change, the more stay the same.
Was a 2-2 draw.
Oh, okay.
Goals were scored on our end by Kobe and Lai.
Was healthy.
And that's what I have for you on results.
Perfect. You heard it here first.
That was against the under-23s of Jacksonville.
Was it really?
That's the USL Championship team that we scrimmaged today. This was our USL Championship preseason match.
It was their under-23 side, though.
It was their under-23s, apparently.
Oh, really?
It's just a scrimmage.
Yeah, exactly. The preseason is just warming up.
I'm not reading anything into it.
It's all about match fitness right now.
Two different squads.
First game of the preseason.
Yeah, we're just trying some things out.
I read that somewhere. I don't know where it was that I read it, but it was supposedly it was the under-23s, I'll say.
Yeah. And,
we're a month away.
Okay.
Shit's wild.
Whatever.
There have been a few new signings since the last time we met. Let's see. Well, Kobe Hernandez Foster re-signed.
Ryan Williams
re-signed.
Jam's favorite off-season signing so far.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Jam, do you want to just say a few words about Ryan Williams and why he's your favorite player of all time?
Ryan Williams is the new Bakey Goodman, and I think that's all I need to
say
about that.
Oh, there you go.
Rob understood that reference.
I bet you Jam Jam doesn't even know Ryan Williams' jersey number because her eyes don't get above his waist.
Oh.
Wow. Lady.
Wow, isn't the number on the shorts the same as the jersey?
That's a very good point, Dennis.
There has been a number change though for 26.
I'm just kidding, Jim.
Wow.
Wait. Go back, Garrett. What is this? What is this madness?
He is got a new number going into 2026. He is no longer
Ryan Williams.
Yes, so I think he was 39 last year.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
He is now.
I think you're getting mixed up. That's his age, right?
He is now number 6.
Wow.
Oh, he took Chapman's number, huh?
Okay.
Was that Chapman,
who took Murphy's number? So
yeah. Wow. All right. Well,
who took Tommy McCabe's number?
He's going to be a starter.
Yep.
Who took Dumbo's number? Yeah, the circle keeps going.
The center midfielder. Just give it to whoever the new center midfielder is. Let's see. We signed Tommy Silva, left back. Who was the geezer yesterday?
We gave Tommy Smith the Marcello Polisi treatment, which is already not off to a great start.
What did we delete him?
No, we announced deleted the article and then reposted it a few hours later. At least it wasn't 3 weeks to a month later, like Marcello Polisi, also with his departure. But bad
apparently, speaking of Mr. Polisi, apparently he started as striker for his new team today.
What?
I mean, he did score the greatest own goal in Detroit City FC history, so
yeah,
I mean, it's in the cards.
Maybe they put him up front and then pointed him towards
the wrong goal
to see if he could
Were they playing on a body of water? Because that would have probably sailed in the Pacific Ocean too.
Didn't he win, or he was a nominee for Goal of the Year for the Allen Awards?
Yes, he was. I think he did
Oh
win
yes,
it, yeah.
he was a winner.
Which was
best
more
goal of the year.
He
Own goal.
probably
Best
put it on his
best own goal,
resume.
yes.
I think it was more. That was more a pointed opinion towards the lack of goals last year versus.
Oh yeah.
45 on the back of the shirt, number 1 in our hearts.
We specialize in satire on this podcast.
I think he's starting. Well, if that graphic is right, I think he's starting striker. Was it against? Is it against Cruz Azul too?
Cruz Azul, yeah.
Cruz Azul under 23s.
Oh wait, it wasn't actually on yet. Oh, so we could actually maybe watch it and see if he's honestly playing up. Honestly, if he's playing up front or if that's a mistake,
we will end this podcast right now
graphic.
so that we can tune in.
Why don't we just lock in and do a live watch along? Who's got anything going on?
Watch along, yeah.
Because it's totally not long enough already.
Oh yeah.
That's what Jam just said.
It's on Tuden or Vix or Tubi.
Oh,
and then yesterday, was it yesterday that we announced Callum Montgomery? Adam's really high on every player that we signed from the CPL.
Are we now Canada's biggest trading partner?
Oh my God.
Do you know what? I feel like it's something to do with the tariffs, and I can't prove that.
I was going to say, do you think there's any tariffs on these players?
There's got to be.
There are no tariffs if they come with a prior knee issue.
If this USL
to be fair,
championship doesn't work out, CPL is like total option for us.
Well, we'll
be the CPL All Stars.
I've got Polisi derangement syndrome when it comes to the CPL. So
Polisi derangement syndrome. We have an episode title.
To be fair, this latest signing is not coming off a potentially career-ending injury, so that's progress, right?
That's disappointing because we had a thing going.
Yeah.
Was it Polisi that had the knee injury? I can't remember.
They all had one.
I mean,
Polisi had one.
I feel like every
Stanley
player
has
one.
But
Ben Morris has 4.
I think I have one.
Ben had an ACL.
I definitely have one.
Multiple ACLs.
He retired with a knee
not
issue.
play though last year? Did Montgomery not play last year though?
No, he did play some. He missed the end of the season though. I never got to the bottom of that. I don't know if.
I don't know, because you go on Transfer Market.
He did have an injury.
Because Calvary FC played whoever in that really snowy game, I think in the final, but he wasn't. He wasn't in there. Yeah, it was on the. What do we have here?
Hello.
Wie
is daar?
Is this?
It's Walter.
My
Wie
God.
zijn jullie? Who are you?
We can't see you, but we can hear you.
Wait a minute.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Walter.
Let's go.
What?
Okay.
I got this
The party
email
is
from
started.
I got an email from the Netherlands, so I thought, they said you want to join on the Zoom call. It's my birthday, so
All right.
Happy birthday!
But I didn't know it was you guys.
Oh yeah. Well, we kind of function that way. No one knows what we're doing. Even
Red sent this across proxy servers and disguised
as. Oh my God! Yes.
Unbelievable.
I saw Red typing away there. I knew he was up to something.
Oh my goodness.
Well, hey Walter.
So it's like 4 a.m, right, where you're at? So okay.
Oh no, I'm actually in the United States, but I'm expecting a phone call from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
welcome to the podcast. It's been an amazing party. It's our 200th episode. You're our only listener, so we thought we'd bring you in.
Oh yeah, who's gonna listen to this now?
Yeah,
yeah.
I will listen
now
to
we've
it still.
done it.
I'm gonna listen.
Hey Walter, is it really your birthday?
Yeah, tomorrow it's my birthday, but it's already the 5th of February in the Netherlands, so I'm already having my birthday in the Netherlands. So,
correct.
Yeah. Oh, cheers, man! I did not know it was your birthday.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to stay on long, right? I just wanted to say hi to you guys. Appreciate it. You're thinking of me, and congratulations on your 200th episode. Kind of a milestone, right? I mean, it's amazing. I enjoy listening to it. Always the insights of you guys. I appreciate it, and it's just fun to keep hearing from you guys. I always miss it when you guys skip a week. I'm always reaching out to you guys. Hey, Red, when is the next one coming? Right? And
It's been pretty depressed these past few weeks. Then.
Yeah. I keep this close to me, right? So.
Hey, cheers.
Yes, cheers.
So keep it going for another 200 episodes. Right.
That's gonna take some resolve on Red's part, I think.
Why is that?
If I don't quit again and then come back.
Okay.
I think that's the question. In the next 200 episodes, how many retirement parties is Red gonna throw for himself? only to come back.
I'll say 6.9.
Wow,
Nice.
that's a very exact.
Nice.
That's a very specific
Wow.
number.
Nice. Okay.
So I I was actually at the match when you guys started this. The was it Ann Arbor the game that got delayed?
That was the inspiration for
Ann
the name
Arbor.
of the podcast. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not the first episode.
No, that was so 451 was the Ann Arbor match. We were both at the top of the table. It was a midweek match. You remember all the story, right? And it was that place probably at that time. I still to this day would say that it broke the attendance record at that time, but we didn't know.
I agree.
Yeah,
That's
because
why
that
we
place-
were selling tickets, I think. Or,
Friday night game that unfortunately, due to the match being postponed at 4:51, picked up midweek on that Tuesday.
Oh, was it a Friday night game? I thought it was a midweek. Okay.
The eventual game finished midweek.
Yes.
Yeah, and then 4 minutes and 51 seconds into the match, it got delayed, and a lot of people headed to the tunnels, and but there was still a couple thousand people that stayed out in the stands that were just singing and drinking. And I think at one point in time, Alex Wright and his bride-to-be danced in the middle of the wet field, and we sang to Purple Rain, and it was just a couple hours, delay after delay. We were like Lieutenant Dan, and like come on, and it was just a beautiful thing, because to me, like, it was like, the soccer was always the cherry on top. It was about community. It was about the people coming together.
I think it's good to reflect on this for people, because people that may have not been in that now, back then, we had 451. Lansing United blew a 3-0 lead.
With a man
Mondi
advantage
with a
at
right
that.
foot, beating Venezia in a friendly. Midland Odessa Nice MPSL national semifinal.
Oh my God, that was.
And that was all in a month.
Yeah, 2017 was a mad year for the club.
So
and then we had the long ass winters after that, because we didn't have shit until.
Well, can I just say real quickly before we move on?
Yes,
Brad, that was a really nice story that you told there, and honestly, I don't think I've ever heard you tell that story before. So thank you for that.
Really? You should go listen to, like, it's like the second episode. Like
Red, I've heard you tell the story a dozen times. That was
no, really. Let me tell you.
I was
about
doing
what
a throwback to your
This is the 74th time we've heard the story.
In the last 2 weeks.
Right.
But it's not the 74th time that our listeners have heard it.
It's so good. Yes.
Sam's gonna kill us.
Not today.
So let me tell you another story.
We
then.
deserve it, though.
Oh yes, let's hear.
My first game was actually the last game at Castec. So was it
yeah.
2015? and it was a tight game. I think it was a 1-1 game. And a friend of mine told me a few days before, "Hey, you want to go see a match in Detroit, soccer?" I don't know. He said, "Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just go." And so we went to the bar there, and then had a few beers, and I see all these supporters there. I was like, "What's going on here?" And then we walked to the in the march tent to the stadium with beer in hand at the school property. It was weird, but so we sat in the stands, and we were in the back of the line, and I sat up on the supporter side, not supporter side, the family side, right? And I sit there, and there was this one guy on the field, and he was so bad. I thought, man, this guy, what is he doing on the field? And then finally he was substituted, and I go like, man, finally he's off the field, right? Finally. And so, game goes on, and there's this woman sitting next to me, and I'm looking around, and like, there's all kinds of people here, young people, old people, my people, like my age people, and everything in between. And I was like, this is a very cool environment. So I started talking to the lady. I said, "So why are you here?" She said, "Well, I am, the parent of one of the players."
Yep.
Guess which player it was?
Yep. Knew that's where you were going.
Oh my God! I had to apologize. I said, I'm sorry. But yeah, there was no, So I think I left a little early, but I came back.
Did you ever know who that player was? Did you ever know their identity?
No, that remains. No, I don't want to meet that player ever again or his parents. But I came back. We bought season tickets for 2016. I was there for the opening match. Was there for the rain day, and
what an experience that was. Yeah.
2016 was all that first game against Ann Arbor, against Ann Arbor in 2016 was also very full like that.
Yeah.
I think there was too many people, I think, right?
I think there was way more people in there than they reported.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it was
like 10 deep at the fence where right now the containers are.
Yeah.
That was all open. And it was 10 deep. And I remember crying like a baby.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think we would get anybody at Keyworth. I thought, okay, Cass was great. No one's going to come to Hamtramck. And it was 7,000 people there. I was like crying.
And Jam, you remember, what was it, a week prior to that, we're sitting there still fucking popping benches and painting benches.
In the snow.
In this fucking snow, a week before the home opener. So that shit was fucking, I think, Alan, I think you were there as well, right? We watched an away match on a stream at fucking Foaling in between of doing the work and stuff like that. That was crazy. Yeah. That was some crazy time.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that was the attendance record that's remained until we got our ass whooped by Frozen Honey.
Frozen calcium.
Yeah. Because I think that's the attendance.
That was crazy. Yeah.
That would have been even more attendance had the weather been good. The Frozen match.
That place was just overflowing with people. Yeah.
I was actually teaching class, and I had my updates on my phone, and I couldn't even focus on my lectures because literally every 2 minutes I was getting an update that it was like 3-0.
When we were playing Frosinone, people were standing on the touchline because it was so many people. It was nuts. But it was fun. We got our ass kicked, but because all our best players had already left to go back to school.
Yeah,
and I think Frosinone was just painting out in Windsor.
When we hit August, boom, they were gone.
Yeah,
and we were left with the scraps of people who weren't in college anymore. And so you can look at what we've got now and say this is not as great as it used to be. You know what? Back then, it wasn't that great either.
Man,
Adam's eyes just perked up when he heard that. Like, do I have the new short clip to play from here?
No, it was like you had a short season, and the guys went back to college, and then like if you were in the playoffs, you were fucked because we had no players left.
Right.
But I think remember one year it was the NPSL final or the semifinal where it almost didn't happen, or the team almost had to forfeit because they didn't have enough players because they got called back. I think it was the year that we lost to Modessa in the semis.
Oh yeah, that was rough. Yeah.
Yeah, that was when they didn't want to take Michigan and Michigan State players because they always pulled them so early.
Yeah.
Well, we also had Caesar too, so we couldn't take state players.
That's right.
Yeah. Those NCAA rules, people were like, I don't know. Is this legal? I don't know. Yeah, all of that. So
we've come a long way, people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come a long way.
Now we've got players who are like professionals, and we've got players who like live here and have their families here.
And get upset when we make picks against them
and
call us clowns online.
Yeah, like when Frankie the Bear sings rap songs about
man, it's the circle of life.
Yep.
Well, I mean, and look at like some of the success stories, like Caesar, for example. We were just talking about.
Oh yeah.
Like started here at this club and worked his way up professionally to Charleston, where he could build this club that did awesome in the regular season, and then fucking shit the bed in the first round of the playoffs. It's
never won a
championship. Yeah.
That's one big one. Yeah.
Oh my god,
man, you love to see it.
That's gonna be a short. That's gonna be a good short.
That is gonna be all over social media.
I hope one day he's coming back. Maybe. I like it. I liked him.
It was good to see him under the stands last year drinking a beer after the match. I walked up to him, he's right over by the locker room drinking a beer like the old days.
Yeah, some things never change.
I miss having a well-dressed coach.
Yeah, does anyone remember the pink pants?
Oh yeah,
remember the pink pants? That was the coach. Groundbreaking attire on the sideline.
Innovative.
Yes.
Actual pants, not sweatpants. What an idea.
There was a lot of what are those moments with Caesar, I feel like.
Yes.
We had some great tifo with Caesar.
Indeed.
Hey, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to let you go and talk. And then, I'm going to listen to it in a few days. Shout out to my buddies Craig and Matt. We always go together with the three of us or with our families, and it's always good to see you guys. And again, good luck in the next 200. Okay.
Yeah,
thanks for having me on.
Thanks for joining us, Walter.
Thank you.
Bye.
And let that be a lesson to anybody else who listens to the show. Don't let your dreams be dreams. If
you could get called up at any time, motherfuckers.
If you become the number one 451 fan,
Matt and Simone,
you could end up on here
for
a discussion for 10 minutes.
Matt and Simone, we're coming for you.
Matt and Simone, we choose you.
Yep, and then my mom is coming on.
I can't wait.
Damn, my mom doesn't even listen.
I can't wait to find out how much Rad charged him.
Hey, look, that's a perfect example of that miracles happened.
That's right.
There you go.
Hey, Jam, I think you talked me into going to the match on Saturday night now.
Oh, yeah.
Miracle's just flowing like
especially if there's going to be an NPS table and if Red's going to give it another shot.
All right. If we're able,
you should also stop by the weed table because they're cool too.
Oh, if they're giving out free samples, I'm like,
wow,
I'm in there.
Here's the thing. I don't know that they can give out free samples at the match.
Okay, that's wrong. That's bad.
She's gotten all of our hopes up, and then
here's what you do: you make friends with Gabe at that table. You get invited on a tour to the grow operation, and that's where the free samples live, my friend.
There you go.
That sounds extremely specific.
Detail.
So for our listeners,
pro tip from
our
Jam.
listeners, if you go to the table, tell them that Jam from the 451
That
podcast
certainly never happened. Yeah. Okay.
Ask for your free tour. Say, Jam Jam sent me. She told me there'd be a free tour.
Here's the
Spoken
steps we were
responsibly.
told to take place.
Do you have to trade sunflower seeds? Sesame seeds, sorry.
Yeah, that fine oregano.
Follow the trail.
Follow the trail.
Sorry, I completely obliterated your agenda. I don't even know.
I mean,
my God.
I wanted to do a deep dive on
Old
Callum
is new
Montgomery, but that's okay. I think this has worked out even better than we could have planned. Yeah, this has worked out better than we could have ever planned. Why don't we we can do shout outs. Garrett, if you want to speak the piece. Anyone else that wants to impart wisdom or salutations to anyone, this is your moment. This right here is the time.
Set the order, Jaime.
Start with Rod.
Yeah, start with Rod.
Yes, I would like to shout out to the young man Alex DeLue.
Yes,
so excited to have him on the squad. He's one of those guys like Connor, who seems like I've always been watching him play since he was a little kid, and I think that's very exciting for him, for his family. His brother, who, as you know, also played a little bit for that. How many brother combinations have we had now? I mean, I don't know.
A few, right?
The Wright brothers, and then maybe it's just the Wright brothers and the DeLues, and also,
the guys who invented the plane.
There's Adam's moment.
He's not that old, Adam. Jesus.
The untold story, the Wright brothers.
Oh wow.
The Wright brothers. Well, now we have the DeLue brothers, and I think he's going to be exciting to watch. You know, if you guys, most of you guys have seen him play. He's
he's a good player.
He's a very. I said to my son Tyler, I go, God, I'm shocked he got that much better. And Tyler said, no, he didn't get that much better. He's always been that good. He just didn't always fit into the game plan of the coach, maybe held on to it a little bit long. But I've watched him play last year. He's still just as creative as he was before. Okay. He's just playing a little bit of a different game. So it's very exciting to have him out there. So I can't wait to see him.
Absolutely. Adam, do you have any shout outs or final thoughts?
Yeah. Mine is, given the state of the world right now, I want supporters to be aware. Well, not to be aware, but not to hold back in their messaging when it comes to what is going on in the world right now. I think it's important, especially for Detroit City FC supporters, considering the spotlight that is always on you and us when it comes to basically anything. And right now we have, whether it's the genocide in Gaza or people literally being disappeared off the streets, off of American streets in U.S. cities right now. Now is a time to speak up and don't be afraid to be mean about it too. Don't hold back. Don't pull any punches when it comes to this messaging. Yes, soccer games are supposed to be fun, but I think what's happening in the world right now goes beyond that. And right now, we have a real opportunity to get that very important messaging out there when it comes to certain things like that. And it's great that we have that charity going on starting this weekend at the indoor match. But like I said, it's really, I don't want to say it's an unprecedented time, but it's a time.
It kind of is, though.
It kind of is for us, because in our lifetime it is. Yeah. But like I said, don't hold back, don't pull any punches, especially to where we're about to move to, because one thing we didn't do with our time in Hamtramck is, I think we really fell short as a club and as a supporters base to really reach out to the Hamtramck community. I know we did some of the cleanups and everything like that. I always think that we probably could have done more, and by the time maybe that was realized, it was way too late, and I don't think there was any, I don't think there was any way to really fully, uh, heal that relationship between the city of Hamtramck and the club and the supporters. But I just want people to keep in mind right now too, where we're about to go to. We're about to go to Southwest Detroit, and there's a big, obviously Mexican community there, Latino community, and a lot of what's happening right now is directly impacting that community. So we have a chance right now to hopefully, shed that image of just being some white suburban, you know, group of fans that just make their way to a soccer game on Saturday nights, then hightail it out of there. I think right now we have a real opportunity to make a good impression on this new community that we're going to be venturing into. And it's not just that. Obviously, there's more important things than that image, but there is still that opportunity there to, kind of let that new community know what we are all about, and not to screw up that opportunity again like we did with Hamtramck. So I hope the club takes advantage of that opportunity. I hope supporters take advantage of that opportunity, because it's a scary time right now. And it's not something to be taken lightly. I mean, fascism is growing in America, and I don't think that's any understatement. I don't think that's being hyperbolic or anything. But fascism has arrived in America, and if we don't do anything about it, if we don't get the messaging out about it, if we just think about, these weekend soccer games as just fun and games, and then we could go home and forget about anything else, then we're going to lose. And we can't have that happen, because we're going into a neighborhood. We have it happening now where our neighbors, our friends, relatives, whatever, are being disappeared off the streets, and that's it. So
fuck ice.
Fuck
yeah.
ice.
Right.
Jam.
I don't know. I'm gonna give a shout out to all the fucking recruiters who are not responding to me and hiring me at their fucking jobs. Holy shit. This is real stupid. So, yeah, that's where I'm at today. That is where my mental place is at. I'm tired of applying for 50 fucking jobs a day. Someone, if you're listening, call me back. I want a job. If you're a listener and you have a job for me, call me back. The time has come, and I am trying to come out of retirement. It was fun while it lasted. But I need to get my knee looked at, and I really need insurance, y'all.
There you go.
Someone, please hire me. I'm funny, and I'm good at things.
So she's looking for a job or a doctor sugar daddy.
Yeah, like either way. I don't, if, you know what, if
Either
there's
or.
somebody out there that can fix my knee, I don't even need a job.
Why is it when I heard of a knee and needing insurance that I immediately thought
Maybe
of the
DCFC
USLPA
should hire me.
situation?
My knee is fucked up. I can play for the team.
All right. There you go.
They fit right in.
I'm really old and I have a fucked up knee. Sign me.
Again, an upgrade
Perfect.
over Marcello Pelusi.
Dragging
get
him
on
over
that.
multiple
Yeah.
podcasts now.
Oh my goodness, this is insanity. Yeah, you can post your LinkedIn later today.
I don't even have a fucking LinkedIn. Is that why they're not calling me back?
That might be
You
the
guys,
This
I
episode's
quit
about to be
LinkedIn years ago because it is literally the worst fucking version of social media that exists.
Do you have a
terrible.
MySpace?
It's
That's because it's not
absolutely
meant to be
terrible.
Do
social
you have a
media.
MySpace?
That's supposed to be.
There's that part too, Dennis.
Wait, I want Rod's
That's supposed to
MySpace.
be.
Yeah, we need
I've been
to.
trying to get into my MySpace for like 5 years.
You know
I cannot
what?
remember the
Find me
password.
on MySpace and LiveJournal. It's all right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
I never deactivated my MySpace. I just
No, none of us did. We all forgot the
It's still
password.
there. Yeah.
It's still out there. That's the thing.
We were on that, and it was like, oh,
Tom
Facebook.
is still over there trying to message everybody.
No, fuck
I've been
MySpace
trying
now.
to
MySpace
get into my
Tom's an
AOL account
investor.
for years. Yeah.
MySpace Tom invests in Elon Musk companies. Fuck MySpace.
I think
Oh,
Kuchar
boy.
owns it.
I
Yeah.
want to make it. I want to make a MySpace 451 page now.
All I knew about MySpace Tom was that he sold MySpace for however much he sold it for, and then when it tanked, he bought it back for like $5 million. Like he made a stupid amount of money by selling his own website and then buying it back.
Well, hey, the Branch Davidian site's still up, so anything's possible.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Oh,
Not that I've looked at it recently.
Wait, the what?
Recently.
He's got it
Branch
bookmarked.
Davidian
He's
site.
got it bookmarked.
Well,
We
we've
thought,
got.
we thought the Christmas episode was unhinged.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Rod didn't bring up the Branch Davidian website with you know who
My
on
God.
tonight. Garrett, go get your guitar. Go get your guitar, Garrett.
I've got my wait.
This
Hold
is
on.
the moment.
The more things change,
Hey,
the more they stay the same.
Adam, you
Oh,
better
boy.
watch your mouth, or Garrett's not going to deliver any Christmas gifts to you next Christmas.
Ooh.
All right, so I think Rod's gonna go now, and he is
Those are
going to
Branch
sell some
Davidian
Nikes.
Oh. Alan, do you have any parting words for the episode?
I have a shout out to Dennis. I wish he could have joined us tonight. Wherever he might be, we wish you well. We think of you. Be well. Be safe.
I think he's in Ireland right now.
This
Yeah, I
should have
think
been
so.
my favorite moment. Was actually Alan's bit that he's been doing since I came back.
Dennis is still adjusting to the time difference. Alex.
Yeah, exactly.
actually
Dennis.
4 a.m.
We're gonna
It's
go to
actually,
Dennis now.
4
He's
a.m.
on Central
Well,
Time.
In the future somewhere, or in the past, one of the two.
I was actually late tonight because our sink went kaput over the weekend on Sunday.
Oh no.
It started to back up, and then when I tried to poke in the P trap to see if anything was in there,
That's the worst.
the hanger I was using went straight through the P trap.
Oh,
then
boy.
it started to
Oh,
leak.
Now
hate
you have
when
to
that
get a plumber.
happens.
Yeah.
We've all been
I
there.
went and changed it all.
Day.
Ran to Home Depot. Got the wrong size first, obviously, because you can't ever go to Home Depot and get it all right the first time. And changed it and sorted it all out. And then
Did
when
they
I
have
went
the
to
hot
use
dog
the
truck
sink,
though?
it's still backed up. So then I had to actually involve my landlady. So this evening, her husband came up with their handyman and a snake and sorted it out. So then I totally forgot that this was happening until Red texted me. So thank you, Red, for reminding me at 8:15 my time. And yeah, that's why I was late tonight. It wasn't just my usual untimeliness. Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess shout out to I actually don't know how many people listen to this anymore, because when Red was running things, we used to get like a weekly here were our listens last week, or like at least like
Ooh, yeah.
oh, a lot of people listened last week, and I haven't seen a number, which is why I always make the joke that Walter's our only listener. So it was nice to have our number one only listener on tonight. I guess I would echo Adam a little bit, not to make it back serious again, but like there is no separating sport, but especially soccer, from politics. And right now politics is like invading all of our lives. And like
Everything, yeah.
obviously I am white and Catholic in quotes and Irish, and I speak English, so I'm very low on the list of potential sweeps but like I still now have gotten to the point where I'm feeling worried about it all. So like, yeah, I think when we have this platform and this place where we can say something, even if that something is as garish and out there and maybe potty mouthed to some people as like fuck ice, that sort of thing I think draws people in to like a group and groups like this to ask like, well, why? And then we can do our thing, you know. Then we can send Jam on to eloquently say, well, this is why. And I would really implore the people who can make that kind of thing happen to make it happen, because now is the time to make that happen. Like, we are currently, you know, I've been kind of jokingly saying colonizing an area that's majority Muslim right now, and we are about to then go colonize an area that's majority Hispanic, and that is as a largely white and partially suburban group of people. And I think if we can show support to those, like those communities, in a way that takes some heat and some of the spotlight off of them and puts it on us, and then we can involve them in the speaking as to why, you know, that. But like, if it can take some of the heat off of them just by doing something as simple as making a banner or a tifo or whatever it is, I would implore us to do that. And like, as I've been saying this thing to some of the people who are in a place to make that happen, I have been receiving a little bit of pushback on it and a little bit of, well, maybe there's a nicer way or a cuter way or a smarter way of saying it. I'm like, I genuinely don't think that matters right now. I don't. I think we should say it in the way it needs to be said, and then we can speak on it afterwards when people want to speak to us. Because I'm obviously speaking from a very NGS perspective right now, but I mean, as a whole, I think people connected to this club, when they say things, people, media, listen, and then they come and talk to us. So I think when we're in a position where we can say, and still do with like NGS Cares and Cass Park and like these donations we're about to make to immigration funds, when we can say and do the things that can help and pass on a message, I think we should do those things. And yeah, I would just ask that the people who are in a position to do those and lead those efforts, they do. So yeah.
I wanna make my one piece on this connected to what Adam and Dennis said. For those that are responsible, that are concerned, maybe self-censoring themselves and afraid to put the messaging out in the words because they say it's may not be smart enough. Well, is a then bear defecating and everything humorous, is that smart enough? Like, this is important times that we are in. And years ago, in similar important times, people were not afraid to make the messages, and the messages had an impact and stood out. The messages that were put out during the 2-3 games in the middle of July, from stand to stand, had a massive impact. And no, you got just, like you guys said, don't censor yourselves. Speak your mind on this. So that's my piece that I wanted to connect to what Adam and Den said on that.
Perfect. Dennis, you're good? Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty good. Let's go run this fucking league this year.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Garrett, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
You know, I'm gonna do a little bit of fun reflecting on this because 3.5 years ago, I was asked by Red to pop in on an episode, and if I recall right, it was my first episode was the collab DCFCFC and 451. So it was like Mazzena and Juice. then got fully asked to join this. And, I sit back and a lot of wild shit's happened. And I think obviously then we did our first post-match recap at Clubhouse after we beat Birmingham when I looked 20 years younger. That led to post-match to match recaps, interviews, everything like that. And then everything branched out, whether it's Tunnel Talk or anything with Majors Detroit. And I think like appreciation for those times. And obviously time spent with everyone here on this, in tonight, those having been before. The appreciation for those before us that engaged in content that paved the way, that, made their mark, made the contributions in time to talk about the things and the reasons why they love this club. We went, I think episode 100, Red, was you interviewing Jalen Robinson. And that was March of 23. So in less than 3 years, we hit 100 we did another 100 episodes. Which means don't be surprised when you get to 300, folks. Don't be surprised when you get to 400, and et cetera, and et cetera, and et cetera.
You think I'm gonna put up with these fuckers that long?
Oh my
I'm
God.
not saying you are. And so that is my level of appreciation. And me personally, what I'm going to say is I don't know when I'm going to be popping on again for another episode as far as like timing goes. Who knows? I never know these days. I knew one thing for sure, that I was going to show up late tonight. So there was that. But
he'll be back next week, everybody.
Tune in next week to find out. But whether it's
he's
3 months,
pulling the old Red.
whether it's 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is down the line, keep checking this platform out and all the work these fine people do. If you're at matches in there, go see them, chat with them, drink with them, listen to stories. It's been fun so far. I'm very excited to see how this continues from maybe a more distance thing. And yeah, that's about it. I think I got, and always onwards. And to the people that have since left us and, on there, our memories are always with you. So
just to touch on one thing Garrett said there, absolutely, when I'm in town for a match, like bring me a drink, but I don't want to talk to anybody.
Also tune in for Riding with Garrett, which premieres next week.
Sponsored by Mad Cat.
It's gonna be like the Young Sheldon. It's like a spin-off.
Garrett's gonna be he's gonna just video himself driving around in his car and then honking at random people that he sees.
Also, last fun note: if you call yourself a member of Detroit media, be sure that you're not stinking up the joint, folks.
Jesus Christ!
Wow. All right.
Hygiene's important, folks. I think of Ramon when he would say, "Hope everybody wore their deodorant."
That's just good advice, though.
Sage advice, I would say.
Yeah, Ramon's always given great advice.
He's a man of few words, but
right.
Patrick has your deodorant lined up for you, Holmes.
Ramon.
All right, we're gonna let Red have the last word on this. I'm just gonna say I appreciate everyone on this podcast. It's like one of the most fun things I ever get to do. We're not curing cancer or anything like that, but
you don't know that.
But I enjoy it. So
hey, wait, hey Jaime.
Yeah.
Can we give Red the last word when it comes to this, but let Garrett do the outro?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's very appropriate. So we'll let Red, and then we'll toss it back to Garrett. Yes, we do. All right, Red.
Few shout outs. First and foremost, shout out to Jam Jam. Seriously, I'm not even being funny right here. Like, listen, what was it, a couple days ago? And this actually speaks to the quality of people who are a part of our supporter base. a little 6-year-old boy in Madison Heights, where I stay at now, went missing. He was on the autism spectrum and nonverbal, and he actually goes to my daughter's school. He's getting all kinds of updates. I knew Jam Jam was in Maddie High as well. You know, we've connected a few times up here, and I sent her a message, and she was already on top of it. Jam Jam was on the ground in the streets with neighbors. This was a little boy that was in her neighborhood. She was already on the streets with a bunch of people who, dropped what they were doing to help find this young boy. And luckily he was found, right? Won't get into all the weeds to all the details of all that, but I just want to say shout out to Jam Jam. You are one of those people that makes this world a better place. And we are blessed at this club to have people like you amongst us. Thank you.
You're here.
Because I can't tell you how I wish that I could have dropped everything and went out there with you. I had my daughter with me. But I can't tell you the emotions that went through me. And it wasn't the first time that I've experienced a child missing, right? Unfortunately.
Maybe don't say that out loud.
Right. Yeah, I get it. Not like my child. I'm just saying, like in general, been in a community where children were missing, you know. But it was just a reminder, right? With all the crazy shit that's going on in the world, you know what I mean? And us just like at least I'll just speak for myself, like literally just in a state of consistently trying to find my balance of not walking around slapping the shit out of people, cursing people out online, while trying to maintain my composure and being the best person that I can be for myself, God, and my daughter, you know? And so I just appreciate people like you, Jam Jam.
Thanks, friends.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me cry on the podcast.
Yeah, hey.
That was our goal.
I've been on here on here crying for much less, so that's all good. And I would also echo Adam, Dennis, Garrett, you know, the sentiments of just being bold in these times. It's tough. Like, it really is tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. And it's hard to find that balance individually, take care of yourself, much less others. But to continue to be bold. But I would also say, like, related to that, you know, as Adam very eloquently stated, you know, the context of where we're at in Keyworth and the community that we're a guest of as supporters of the club, and where our grounds are going to be as we move, and thinking about what that means for us as not only supporters of the soccer club, but supporters of this club that represent Detroit and its people. That there are a lot of things that we need to discern, and as it relates to that. And in addition, I would say to that messaging that needs to be clear, that those folks, particularly those folks who are being targeted, are welcomed in our space and will be protected by the people in our space. That we make sure that in addition to that messaging, that we do the simple stuff of reaching our hand out and introducing ourselves and building relationships, right? And making sure that, like, I'm big on, like, making sure that our approach for communities that we're not a part of is consistent with what they desire from us, you know, and that aren't unintentionally drawing attention that could negatively impact them more than any of us, you know what I mean? And there's no easy answer to that, but, you know, I think that finding the answers to that and finding unity and clarity and a collaborative and unified nature in that really starts with us being on the ground, building relationships with people to understand what they're experiencing day to day and what they desire for us to be and allies for them in that fight, you know, and that's really important, you know what I mean? So while I agree with the sentiment of not centering ourselves, making sure that we're not moving too forward on any kind of agenda before we're building those relationships and figuring out what that means to collectively move forward, rather than us creating it and saying you can jump on board. So whatever that means, I just think that there's a lot of complexity to the whole situation, But I think that we're all like aligned with where this club, and I say where this club because that's a whole nother thing that I'm always going to push back on, that like we are the club. We're the club. Like there are no supporters and then there's the club. Like we are the club. This is our fucking club. That is our fucking shield, right? And if that shield is not being represented in a way that we feel that it should because that's our fucking club, right? Then we need to find a way to get around that table to have that conversation to make sure that we're realigning where our priorities are as it relates to that. You know what I mean? So like I don't know. What else is there to say? I love y'all, and I hope that everybody just continues to take care of yourselves and takes care of each other. And thank you for supporting what we've been doing for now 200 episodes, and I look forward to what we do moving forward, not only with this podcast, but with this club as a whole.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Garrett, do you wanna take us home?
200 down. 200 and many more to go. Who knows what the future may hold for this club? Will we continue to be Canada's greatest trading partner of players? Or coaches? Or who knows? Will there be new crest adventures? Changing the color of everything. What will happen? Fun chats in the Facebook group or any other groups that we're a part of. Time will tell. What I can say right now is to all of us that everyone has checked this episode and the prior 199 before and any of the side content. Our sincere thanks to all these people here. You're awesome. Love you. Appreciate you. To the Moes that we've known that have left us. In the city community, I can think of a few off the top of my head. Josh Prentice, Gary Totemosi, Carl Banks, many others. Always with us. To those personally in our lives. Red, your mom, my mom, Sam, your dad. Love you. Always with you. And into the future, I'll say this as I've said in the past. We go on.
Thanks so much for checking out the latest episode of Channel 451 Tunnel Talk. For more of these type of episodes, go to Detroit.themajorsports.com and look under Channel 451 where you can check out all of our prior episodes. Additionally, they are also on YouTube, whether the Majors TV YouTube channel or Channel 451. Be sure to like and subscribe both. Additionally, you can find the Majors Detroit on social media at TMSNX Detroit on Twitter and Instagram, and TMSNXDetroit.bsky.social, and the Majors Detroit on Facebook. You can find Channel 451 at 451DET on Twitter and 451DET.bsky.social on Blue Sky. Be sure to, if you check out any of us in audio form, you can find us wherever you check out your podcast. Be sure to not only like and subscribe, but leave a 5-star review. It goes a long way towards helping out all of us here, not only at the Majors Detroit, but the Channel 451 Tunnel Talk crew. Thanks again for checking us out. Until next time, catch you later. Call.
But damn, it's hard to keep a pace. I wonder, are they lying to my face? I don't know anymore. I don't know the truth. Look, I don't know anymore. I don't know the truth. Whatever happened to Lily? Is he hanging with James? I heard there was a tiff, but I ain't naming no names. Players need a CBA, the league playing games. D1 and Pro Rail got us distracted for days. And the stadium's being built where the players can play. Got my season ticket climbing when I wish it would stay.
To get to the premiere, we need an ownership change. Will it bring back the culture or keep heading to strange? Strolls to ease the pain, no one knows about the rain. Supporters start to question if your support is in vain. I remain rouge and gold, sprinkling verdigris. Squeaky wheels start to squeal, they appeal for the grace. Old supporters in the shadows who've been hiding in caves. Nostalgia is the drug that should be buried in graves. I love the old days, but we don't see them the same. Cause for me the root was always about the city we claim. How about you? Look, I'm just trying to keep the faith. But damn, it's hard to keep a pace. I wonder, are they lying to my face? I don't know anymore. I don't know the truth. Look, I don't know anymore. I don't know the truth. No. People talk of 2012, I've been talking 2010. Cause the roots of what we're building started way back then. Memories of past bring the old heads in. I lament with all of y'all, but things just come to an end. I've been searching for the truth, staying clear of the noise. Cutting loose when at the key and maintaining my poise. Smiling at my daughter while we're playing with toys. On the fence we heckle ops and we root for the boys. And the women popping noggins make the winter go fast. Off seasons ain't the same as they were in the past. Man, things change.